Jersey.
Hi, good evening, you. So this would be our last lesson together, okay? Am I right?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So we will going to proceed since this one is our last lesson together. I would like to say thank you so much for your time, for your effort in giving in what is one in what is one chunking your schedule, even though you do have a lot of schedule, but you can still attend our classes, and for that I am very very proud of you, because you can be able to manage your time well. Okay. Okay, so
Yeah,
let's proceed with our lesson now, you.
Teacher Haji,
Yes.
I say to thank you your time to
Yes.
teach me.
Of
Yeah,
course,
thank
it's my
you a
pleasure,
lot.
Tao, you, huh? Because and it's very timely because this one is our last lesson together. So that
Yeah,
means we were able to meet your goal. Okay, so you're able
yeah,
to meet your goal. Okay, so now our lesson for today is all about career development. Okay, so this one
yeah.
is our last lesson. Now, if you're talking about career, what do you think would be in your mind if we're talking about career, you?
Yes, the career is to talk about the develop person in the life.
Yes, okay.
Yeah,
Just like a ladder in here. So we call this one as a ladder, right? So
yeah,
before you can become a boss,
yeah,
become a CEO, okay, become a manager, so you will going to step on to the lowest ladder first, okay?
yeah,
Then
yeah,
until such time that you will going to reach your destination, okay,
yeah,
before reaching the top. So it's better that you have to start from the lowest one, right?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So what do you think would be the reason behind you that we need to do the so-called a career ladder? We call that one as a career ladder. So what do you think would be the reason that we need to we need to step on to the most lower ladder first before stepping up on the most high ladder? So what do you think would be the reason?
Because we need to supply uh, experience
That's
before
correct.
we go to next step.
That's correct. Because if you don't have an experience, do
Yeah,
you think you will be a good boss? You will be a good manager if you don't know what's the system, right?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, it's very hard if, let's say for example, automatically in let's say for example in your job, automatically you will become the president or the CEO. It's very difficult for you to handle that since you don't have yet the experience. That's why experience is the best teacher, right?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So let's proceed to the vocabulary U. Let's try to complete the sentences with the given words in here. Okay,
Yeah.
number one. Tom started working here 20 years ago. I always ask him for advice. He knows everything about the business. He's very,
Where
what do you think?
is very friendly.
Tom starting working 20 years ago. I always ask him for advice. He knows everything about the business.
Experience,
He's
experience.
very experienced. Okay, because He's an expert for this one, right?
Yeah,
So we
yeah,
call
yeah.
this person as an experienced
Mm-hmm.
person, okay, or experienced employees, because every time that you need an advice, you go to this particular person, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay. Number two, Sally is always the last to leave the office. She works very long hours. She's so
Hardworking.
hardworking. Okay. Do you think if you are hardworking, you are paid off if you are hardworking, you?
Yeah,
Of
sometimes,
course.
sometimes, sometimes. Yeah,
Sometimes.
some
Why is it sometimes?
because depend on my work. We when we have new project, I have to work very hard.
Overtime, right. Okay, that's why sometimes you cannot attend our lesson because of that, right?
Hmm?
Okay, so maybe you can consider yourself also as a hard working person. If it is needed, if it is needed, it's going to be a requirement, right? It's going to be
Yeah,
required if it is needed. So David is full of exciting ideas. He often thinks of new ideas and solutions. He's very
very creative.
correct, okay? So he is very creative because he is full of, he's very imaginative, okay?
Yeah,
That's why he is very creative. And it's good to have a friend or a colleague that is creative, right?
yeah.
Yeah, because you can also ask him on what to do. Next, Emma plans everything very carefully. She always finishes her work on time, so she's extremely
Okay, excuse me, can you go back to slide? I cannot see
I
anything
yeah,
in the
okay.
screen.
Yeah, sorry. Okay, what about this one? Can you see it?
Yeah, yeah. I'm not plan everything very carefully.
Yes.
Picture me, picture me. Um,
She's extremely.
uh,
She
rel-
plans everything very carefully. She
yeah,
always
reliable,
finishes. So she is very
reliable.
reliable.
Yeah,
Uh-huh. Why? Why is it she's
or
very reliable?
enthusiastic because I choose reliable because he do everything very well and on time. So your boss believe in in her. I think
Mm-hmm.
so.
So
Hmm?
she look at this, plans she plans everything very carefully. She
Yeah,
always finishes her work on time. So therefore
yeah.
she's extremely
Um, reliable or enthusiastic.
enthusiastic. Okay, so she's enthusiastic because if we are going to say enthusiastic, that means um she works like that. Okay,
Yeah,
she
he work.
has the so-called energy to work. Okay, so
Yeah,
enthusiastic for work. Next, Mark is very popular with his colleagues and clients. He's a very sociable and easy to talk to. He is very,
he's very friendly.
that's correct. Okay, so it's very friendly. Okay, next, John is determined to be a success. I'm sure he has a successful future in this company. He's really
Really ambitious.
ambitious. Very good. Okay. Okay, if you have ambitions in life, so you are not going uh to surrender, okay? So you will going to do or to reach that ambition no matter what happened. Number
Yeah.
7, Natasha is always very interested in her work and makes an effort in any job we give her. She clearly loves her job. So she is so
Um, Sorry, very is directed into work and make and working.
so she's very
Um,
interested in her work.
yeah, she is so uh, organized.
Okay, she is
She's
okay,
so organized.
organized.
Yeah,
Okay. She is an organized type of employee.
yeah.
Okay. Next, Fred is the person I trust and depend on in the office. You know, he'll do this job well. He's very
Reliable.
reliable. Okay. Okay. So that would be it. Now, look at this one, you. The
Yeah.
word ambitious,
Mhm.
friendly, creative, hardworking, enthusiastic, organized, experienced, and reliable. What do you think would be these words are?
Uh, this was the as um, adjective and
Okay.
yeah and is the um, describe about the job.
Yes, okay. Now, these particular words are descriptions of a good leader or an employee, okay?
Yeah,
If you have this positive, actually, these are all positive adjectives or positive description of an employee, right?
yeah,
Before you will become a boss, before you will become of who you are, okay, in the near future, make sure that you have this particular description,
yeah,
okay? So you
yeah,
will be experienced, you will be hardworking, you should have to be creative, you should have to be enthusiastic, you should also be friendly, you should also be ambitious, and you are organized too, and you are reliable person too. Once you have this already, we can say that you are now ready to take on to the highest
high
level
position.
of your career, right? Okay, but if one of this will not yet be, let's say for example, not yet been taken, so make sure that you will going to do that first.
Yeah,
Okay? Let's say for example, if your boss is offering you and you have just only 1 year in service, but
mm,
offering you to the higher position, oh, you will become the manager of this particular department. Would you like to do that? Would you like to accept the offer of your boss? But the
yeah,
situation is you are just only 1 year working in that particular company. But look at this one. There would be other employees that they're working in the company for more than 10 years,
mm,
but still they are on the same position.
high position. Yeah,
So what do you think would be the reason why is it those particular employees is not moving on? They
yes,
are just the same.
yes, depend on 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 um, the result the work.
Yes, okay.
Uh,
It depends on how you
how you
work. Yeah?
how you solute the work, solute
Yeah. It
yeah
depends
the
on how
task
you work.
that's the boss ask you do.
That's correct. So maybe even though you are just only 1 year, but
Mhm.
maybe your boss, okay, seen you doing the job well,
Yeah,
right? So
yeah,
that's why you are also you deserve that one, okay?
yeah, yeah,
But you should have to take note, there would be also problem if you will be promoted to the next higher level, and then what happened to the rest? Of course, they will going to get envy with you, right? Because they will going to say, I am already working in the company for 10 years, but why is it my boss doesn't offer me this particular position? Why is it he or him where in just only 1 year? He's working in the company for just 1 year. So what happened? So there would be a lot of commotions maybe, right? But of
yeah,
course, you work hard for that and you deserve that. So if I will be that person, I will accept the challenge. If
yeah,
I do have all of this,
yeah,
right? You?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Maybe you, one of these days, you will become higher than you are now. Okay? So
yeah,
are
yeah,
you aiming for that, you? To
yeah,
become
yeah.
higher than your position right now?
Of course.
Yes. Okay. And there would be also the salary that there would be increase if you're
Yeah.
also, yeah. Okay. Okay. So let's try to complete the words in the appraisals. So Carlos is the most blank designer in the company. So the quality of his images on our website is incredible. So he is
Creative.
correct. Okay. So he is creative. Okay. Creative kind of employee. Okay. Next. Okay. Next. What do you
Yeah.
think?
Yeah.
Roger is quite successful, but he needs to be more blank to become the head of the sales in the department. Oh, look at this, huh? Roger
Yeah.
is quite successful, but he needs to become more blank to become the head of the sales in the department. So what he needs to do?
To be more ambitious.
Oh, yes. So to become ambitious.
Am- ambitious. Yeah.
You have that quality of being ambitious, it's okay. No problem about that because you're aiming for that, right? Make
Yeah.
sure if you are ambitious, make sure that you can be able to do the job well, right?
Yeah.
Okay, next. We are worried that Daniel's department is not well blanked, so they often lose key files and other documents.
Organize.
Okay, so that means his department, Daniel's department, is not well
Well, yeah.
organized. So if you have that kind of employee that is not organized, so what happened? Right?
Yeah.
So it's not good if you have an employee that is not organized.
Yeah.
Next, the company recruited 200 new employees this year. This recruitment was only a success because of Tamara's Blanc HR team.
Hardworking.
That's correct. Hard work team. Okay. So Tamara's hard work. Okay. Human resource team
Yeah.
worked. Okay.
Yeah.
Next. Belinda is completely blank. She is the best head of security in the company. We had no problem at all this year.
reliable,
Again.
reliable,
Okay, so that would be reliable. So completely reliable.
completely reliable.
Okay, reliable. Okay, so that would be it again, huh? So
Yeah.
all of this again are positive characteristics or descriptions of a good employee. Okay, you? Let's proceed. Now look again at the appraisals and answer which appraisals are positive and which ones include a negative comment. Okay, are completely positive. What are those?
Um,
Okay, what do you think? Completely positive.
Positives is the uh, uh, sentence sentence first.
Okay, one, creative, right?
Yeah.
Next.
And um, sentence two.
Yes. Ambitious.
Yeah.
Actually, ambitious
I'm the
is
set is the negative.
yes,
Yeah.
okay. Although being an ambitious is not bad, okay? Because you
It's
are
not bad. It's
aiming, okay?
not.
But
Yeah.
although that would be negative in nature, okay?
Yeah.
That the
Yeah. Yeah.
meaning of that, the connotation of that to others would be negative. But if you
Yeah.
have that, you have the courage to do that thing. So there's nothing wrong if you are ambitious. But although that would be it includes negative comment, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So, creative, organized, hard work, reliable are all positive.
Yeah.
Okay? Negative would only be
And this.
ambitious. Okay? Because here, all of this are positive except
Yeah.
for ambitious.
And yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay? You?
Okay.
Okay, now we have here speaking activity. Look back at your own performance. Imagine you are talking to your boss about your strengths and weaknesses. Talk to your teacher. Okay, so let's say, for example, I am the boss and you
Yeah.
are the the employee.
Yeah.
Okay? So you are going to tell me about your strengths and weaknesses. Because um of course there would be a performance appraisal. Okay? So we're talking about performance appraisal. That means before you will be going to move on to the highest or higher position, so there
Mhm.
would be performance, there would be appraisal, performance appraisal. So we call that one as performance appraisal. Now
Yeah.
talk to me. Okay.
Yeah.
um, let's say for example we are talking about performance appraisal, so tell me about your strengths and tell me about your weaknesses. Okay,
Okay.
go you.
Yeah. My strengths are I can I can work team or independent.
Okay.
Uh, I I have experience project management.
Oh.
Yeah. I can connect I can easy to connect to customer.
Mm.
And my weakness is my I cannot speak English very little.
No, you can now. Okay. So, oh, actually, that would be good, huh? That would be good. Why? Because You can do a lot of things. So those are your strengths. Okay.
Yeah.
Only you sometimes you are hesitate or hesitant let's say for example if you have a client that is an English speakers, so you are hesitant to speak to that person or to that particular client because of your English, right? But
Yeah.
no problem about that one. Okay, why? Because now you can talk. Okay,
Yeah.
you can talk, huh?
Yeah. I
So
can talk
I want you to
early.
develop that one more, you. And only read, okay, read a lot of English books, and then practice the what is one the accent. Okay,
Yeah.
practice the accent, so that will be very important. And take note that speaking English, except for British English, if you
Yeah.
are going to do American English is what I can recommend you, because that is not too fast compared to the British English. British English is more, they have an accent, okay? So they are more particular when it comes to the accent, okay? So instead, maybe you can watch videos on all about American English speaking,
Mm-hmm.
okay? Because that
Yeah.
would be good. That would improve your speaking, huh? So
Yeah.
very good. So if I would be the boss, so I'm going to recommend you for a higher position. Why?
Yeah. Thank you.
Because you were able to mention about your strengths, and those strengths are very important in running a business.
Yeah.
Yeah. So your weakness that you cannot talk in English, no problem about that one. Why? Because you can develop that one. The most important thing is you know how to do, okay? You know how to use your hands, okay? So that would be very important. Lesser, less talk, less mistake. Remember that one, you, huh? If you do
Yeah.
have a lot of things to say, there would also be a lot of mistakes.
Mm. Yes.
Okay? So in working, make sure that you just have to use your hands, use your mind and brain, and that would be enough. Okay?
Yeah.
Speaking, that would be just only second. Okay? But you can also develop that one. Okay, let's proceed. So let's try to complete the sentences with these words.
Yeah.
Apply, career, employs, promote, retire, skills, training in unemployed. Number one, they are going to blank some from assistant manager to Asia sales director. So what do you think?
They
They
are
are
going
going to
to apply.
he's from
Sorry.
assistant manager, and now he's going to the Asia sales director. So that
Yeah.
would be,
Promote.
that's correct. Okay. So the correct one is promote. Okay. So they will going to promote Sam from assistant manager to Asia sales director. Okay. Next, our company blank 3,000 people.
Um. Train.
Again.
Um. Our company training. Our company
Our company is,
employs.
yes, okay. So employs, not training,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
okay, but employs
But employ is the verb.
3,000. Okay,
Train is
employs. Next, I lost my job last week.
retired.
Since you
Sorry.
don't,
I'm unemployed.
that's correct. Okay, so since you lost your job, so this time you are unemployed. That means you're looking for a job at the moment.
Yeah.
So unemployed. Okay, next. We are blank our staff on how to use this new software.
Training.
That's correct. Okay, so we are training our staff in using this new software. I'm going to blank next month after 30 years at work in the hotel.
I'm going to retire.
That's correct. Okay, so you will be going to retire next month. So retire. And then I saw a great job in the newspaper. I'm going to blank for it. So I'm going to,
I'm going to apply for it.
that's correct. So you are going to apply because you saw, okay,
Oh, this job.
apply. And then I began my blank in banking, but I then became an accountant. I began my
Um, my career.
career. Okay, that would be correct. So your career is in banking, but then after that, you became an accountant.
Yeah.
Next, I'm going on a training course. I need to learn some management.
Skill.
That's correct. Some management skills. Okay, so that would be it, you. Okay, so this ends our lesson now. You
Yeah.
so thank you so much for your time, and of course don't stop reading, huh? That would be
Yeah.
my recommendation. So keep on reading, keep on listening, keep on speaking you to develop
Yeah.
your what is that, your skills in speaking. Okay, and I
Yeah.
hope you learn something from me.
Yeah.
Have you learned
Thank
something
you.
from
Thank
me?
you. Yeah. I learned a lot from you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
okay.
Thank you for your
You're
time.
welcome, you.
See you
Okay,
again.
and
And
yeah. One of these days, maybe if you can be able to enroll again. So let's see.
yeah.
We'll see you. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So bye bye.
Thank
Good luck
you.
on your
Thank you so much.
career. Okay. Bye
Bye.
bye. Bye bye.